I have always wanted to see for myself the lives of the Orang Ulu, the upriver people in Sarawak. I wanted to experience the adventures of going into the wild, to the unknown, to a place so remote and lacking in basic amenities, but at the same time untouched and beautiful in her own way. Welcome to Sungai Silat. This is Long Tikan, deep in Ulu Baram, north of Sarawak, about 274 kilometers from Miri. A close-knit, fourth-generation Penan community live here. I am here as a volunteer of Kuching NGO Hope Place for their Charity Without Borders, a collaboration with Bintulu 4x4 Adventure Club. This is their 11th edition. Their primary goal is to do community outreach to the most remote part of Sarawak. This is how I got to Long Tikan, a 1-hour flight from Kuching to Miri, followed by 4-wheel drives for about 12 hours. The journey was very long. We were travelling mostly on logging road, rough and steep challenging terrain, with rickety, dilapidated bridges and multiple river crossings. The 4x4 chaps are all volunteers, skilled drivers, and they maintain their own cars. I am so grateful to Hope Place Kuching. As a travel volunteer, I am able to experience these adventures and meet amazing people from all walks of life. I learned many life lessons on these events, foregoing creature comforts for a few days. I had superb drivers, Chai and Yong, who offered me the best care. Hi, so after 11 and a half hours, we have arrived in Long Tikan on Sungai Silat in Ulu Baram. We started off this morning at 5 a.m. and drove about 274 kilometers on logging roads to arrive at this Penan community. The Penan community looks like this. This is Long Tikan. It's in the evening now. It's about 5 p.m. The weather has been great. We had a little bit of rain and otherwise it's been fine. We ate in the car when it rained, but we finally arrived safely, all of us, and everyone's making their way into Long Tikan. We will be catching up with the locals very soon. As soon as we arrived at Long Tikan, a flurry of activity ensued. It was almost sunset and everyone needed to prepare for the next day. Food and equipment were unloaded, medical and dental team began their setup, and the cooks whipped into gear. The annual Charity Without Borders event is a packed 3 to 4 days program. It has now morphed into a mission that includes free dental and medical checks, free haircut, fire safety awareness, and an afternoon of Christmas cheer for the village children. It is a hefty cost to make a trip to Miri to see a doctor, and the villagers simply cannot afford this. To address this challenge, a strong team comprising 22 doctors, dentists, and nurses from the State Health Department answered the call. Corporate sponsors contributed essential supplies, life jackets, and fire extinguishers. Aside from the economic gap faced by these rural communities, they also endure other risks. Fire is a huge risk here. River safety is another major issue for the residents of Sungai Silat. Let me show you the fun collaborations we did for the 2024 Charity Without Borders. Big thanks to the generous donors and volunteers from Kuching for the continued and generous support. Also to our own local artist, as well as the corporate sponsor who donated the 130 life jackets. My personal thanks to Chai and Yong who drove me safely, and to this bunch of fun volunteers from Hope Place.